Looked up the clock and realized he had to go. Here's Mitchell Rollins. Mitchell Rollins back into the game, replacing Cade Peterson. Folsom full court man-to-man pressure. Having trouble getting it in. There's Micah, steals it. Ahead to Willenborg. Willenborg lays it up, no good. Ard, tip, no good. Tip again, good. Justin Ard. Might hurt his shooting percentage, but it'll help his rebounding numbers right there. Folsom back up by 9, 39-30. There's Osterloh picking up the dribble. Micah again with the pressure all the way out at midcourt. JP Kerrigan's going to not want to see Micah anymore after tonight. They go down low. There's Osterloh. Back out on top. Kerrigan over to Quattlebaum. Ball's tipped away. David Young. Oh, he tried to pick it up. The ball was hit away as both players were leaning in one direction. The ball went the other way, and it was there. There's only 4 seconds on the shot clock, as Kate Whitney, my excellent spotter, has pointed out to me. They're going to have to go when they get it in. There's a headed throw. They overthrow it. CJ has it. They're going to give a white ball. That would have been interesting if they would have called a red, if they would have called that ball for Sacred Heart, because I don't think CJ ever had control of it, and to me it would have been a shot clock violation. But we'll never know, because they give the ball to Folsom. Right to our left here in front of the bench, David Young to inbound. Back out top to CJ Willenborg. Let's see how Folsom does against the man-to-man. They run their motion. The ball usually moves, a lot of cutting. Trying to get backdoor. There's Justin Ard. He flashed in the middle. Lost it out of bounds. Excellent sportsmanship by Sacred Heart as they helped Justin Ard up. He went sliding through the baseline into the cheerleader section. But they got a turnover. 5:06 to go in the third quarter, 39-30. Here comes Drew Wagner in number 1. He had 4 points in the second quarter, provided a spark. A 5'7" junior guard. He's given up a lot of height to Justin Ard and the Folsom guards. And now he's trapped in the backcourt. Ball's free. We're gonna get a jump ball? What do we got? Jump ball. Ball's gonna go to a shot clock should not reset. Yeah, they're gonna get a reset of the shot. Go back to 27. Now, if this was the NBA, you'd only have 2 seconds to get it across. But in high school, every time the ball goes out of bounds or whatever, you get a new 10. So they get it across, no problem. There's O'Brien for 3. It's good. TJ O'Brien. He's got 5 in the quarter, 14 in the game. The junior guard doesn't want his season to end. He's cut it to 6, 39-33. There's a backdoor cut. Folsom is having trouble. These are wide open layups, and they can't hold on to it. Willenborg, no good. Kick it ahead. Ball's loose on the ground, picked up by Mitchell Rollins. There goes Mitchell. Drive. No good. A lot of contact, no foul. Hard kicks it ahead. And they're going to get a foul on CJ Willenborg. It's almost a loose ball, but CJ didn't really give him much room to turn. That's a tough third foul for CJ. And he's frustrated because he knows that's 3. First team foul. Not a lot of fouls have been called in this game. First team foul in the second half. 4:14 to go. Sacred Heart with the ball, only down 6. We got David Young on O'Brien now to see what he can do. Here's Drew Wagner into the paint. Picks up his dribble. Back out on top. David Young shadowing O'Brien again. On top to Norris. He's left. Left-handed. He's going to go left. Oh, no. Let's see if they got that foul. It's either going to be on Mitchell Rollins or Micah or CJ. It is on CJ Willenborg, and that is his 4th foul. A 4th personal. I will say this. They've called 5 fouls in the game on Folsom, and 4 of them are against CJ Willenborg. Sam Norris to the line, makes the first free throw. CJ being subbed out. Chase Rollins come back in. We'll have both Rollins brothers in the game at the same time. Norris, second free throw is good. Nice looking left-handed stroke for the big man. Listed at 6'6", 185, a senior. He's got 4 points in the quarter, 6 in the game. We got a 4-point game. J.P. Kerrigan back in the game. There's Chase Rollins, picks up his dribble in the corner, back outside to David Young. Going to go to Chase. Still in the man-to-man. They are doing a little more switching on the defense. There's a skip pass to David Young, a three, no good. Ball hits the ground, goes to Sacred Heart. Good box out. David Young the shot looked good, but just didn't fall. Here's Kerrigan again. He's back in the game, and he's with Drew Wagner, but he's going to take over the point guard. Oh, looked like it was going to be a steal on David Young, and now they're going to get a foul on David Young. It's the third foul on Folsom, 0 on Sacred Heart. It's called 3 fouls the entire game on Sacred Heart. There's the inbound play. They're going to try to go. There's drive. Quattlebaum's blocked. I think Justin Ard got a piece of it. David Young comes down with it, push it ahead to Micah. Micah looked to run. They're going to set it up. Sacred Heart still in the man-to-man. Up top, Micah being guarded by Kerrigan. Ard, here's Chase Rollins. Screen by Micah. Going to drive. Throws it up. Left side with the right hand is no good. Short. So push ahead. Here's Kerrigan. Wants to drive down the lane. Oh, they got a block. A lot of contact. They're going to get a block. That foul's going to be on David Young. David Young's second, 4th team foul on Folsom. Kerrigan to the line. He had 4 points in the first quarter. Got some perspiration on the floor where David Young went down underneath the basket. They're wiping that up before the free throws take place. 2:38 to go. 39-35, Folsom by 4 with Kerrigan at the line for 2. First free throw is good. Sacred Heart is hanging around. Quietly, they were keeping their distance to stay within this game. And after the second free throw by Kerrigan, it's 39-37. So their 9-point lead at half has been cut to 2. Folsom only has 4 points in the quarter. Here we go. Folsom bringing it up, only up 2. Run the motion. Sacred Heart's got to be happy with their man-to-man because it's working. There's underneath. David Young is blocked. Blocked by Drew Wagner, the shortest player on the court. Young didn't go straight up. There's Kerrigan down the lane. Pass is going to be out of bounds off Folsom. David Young could have powered it up. He tried to go around the defender as he tried to finish. Kind of left the ball out there, and it was blocked by Drew Wagner. There's Kerrigan, back out top to Wagner. Going to drive on Ard. Goes baseline. Going to get out of bounds. That was Aiden Holmes in the game, number 11. He caught the ball, was trying to go baseline, but he stepped on the end line. It'll be a turnover. All right, here goes Folsom. Let's see if they can get the offense going. Like I said, 4 points in the quarter after the first 6 minutes. We're 2 minutes to go. The man-to-man should not cause them problems, but it seems to be causing them a bit of a problem, at least on the final execution. There's David Young on the wing, looking underneath. There's Micah for 3. Bounces twice on the rim, no good. Out of bounds, they're going to call that off of Folsom. Chase Rollins went up to battle with Eric Osterloh. We're going to get that ball out of bounds. So here comes Sacred Heart. 1:30 to go, 1:35 to go in the quarter. Chance to tie. They're down 2, 39-37. There's Kerrigan. They switch on the pick and roll. David Young guarding him. Trying to get the ball down low to Osterloh. Micah blocks it away. He was screened out. They threw the entry pass, and he knocked it away. Pushed it ahead to Ard. Gonna drive, dish it underneath. Rollins gathers, lays it in. Mitchell Rollins, his first hoop of the night. Underneath, there's O'Brien, lays it off. Ball's fumbled out of bounds, but it's going to be off Folsom, and Justin Ard looks to be hurt. He's down. I can't tell if he's holding his hand up or asking to be helped. He says he's okay. He doesn't want to come out of the game. They didn't stop the game, so he doesn't have to come out. But he's coming out anyway. Miles Jones into the game for him. Coach Chin calling out the play. Many times I joke that the Folsom bench knows the opponent's baseline out of bounds plays better than the other team. Finally, after the players having to scuff up the perspiration with their shoes, we got a drying apparatus, kind of wipe the floor. Somebody from the administration or custodial staff out to clean the floor. There he goes. O'Brien's in the corner. The cut. They're going to try to look down low to Norris. There he goes. Guarded by Rollins. Underneath. He's underneath the hoop and no good. He had no room. There goes Micah. Over to Miles Jones in the corner to Rollins. That's Chase Rollins. Back outside to Jones. Good pressure D by Sacred Heart. Folsom up 4, 35 to go in the quarters. Jones for three. No. Hold it. Shot clock is off. We're inside of 35 seconds. Let's see if Sacred Heart holds it. No, they kick it ahead. Osterloh lays it in. He's fouled. I'm going to call that on David Young. That's his third foul of the quarter. Eric Osterloh with a hoop. His first hoop of the game. Substitutions in. We're 25.3. I don't know if Folsom thought they were going to hold it, but Sacred Heart clearly wasn't holding it. Time for the old-fashioned three-point play. Number 20, Osterloh scores. 41-40, 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Well, we're clearly going to have a tight game going into the fourth quarter now. That was the 15th foul on Folsom. They have yet to call a foul on Sacred Heart. Here's Tupou in the game. He's going to pull a 15-footer. It's no good. That's too early. Micah, jump ball. That's a tough call. Micah went in there and grabbed the ball quickly. It was not much of a held possession, but that's what they've called, and that's going to give Folsom an extra possession. So instead of starting the fourth quarter with the possession, they're going to get the last 11.4 of the third quarter. Baseline out of bounds. And they finally have called a foul, and a mock cheer will go up from the Bulldog crowd. That's on Eric Osterloh. And that's his third. He called 4 fouls in the game on Sacred Heart, and Eric Osterloh has 3 of them. There's inside. Now they're going to call another foul. Tug of the jersey. That 34? I didn't see who they got that. Yeah, the foul was on Matthew Norris. The tug of the jersey usually gets seen, especially when the player tries to separate, and you can see there's out top Miles Jones. 10 to go in the quarter. See what they do. Jones looks to go. Dribble. Pull. Spin it around. Drive. Give it to Cade Peterson. Tried to make an extra pass out of bounds with 0.5 to go. Cade had an open 8-footer. He has to be aware of the clock right there. But it was an unselfish play. He drived. He tried to pass it across the lane to Nelly Tupou. It's just out of bounds. There's a long pass ahead, intercepted by Tupou. Bodies go flying, as they often do around Mr. Tupou. But that's going to end the quarter. We got a barn burner. Folsom 41, Sacred Heart 40. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this.
Have you always wanted to be a sports broadcaster but didn't know how to get started? Well, Game Mic allows you to go out and practice, just like we need to practice as athletes. You can't get better without work. So gain that experience on Game Mic.
I really want to be a sports broadcaster, but not sure how to get started.
Have you done any broadcasting before?
No, but I know I need experience, but just not sure how.
You should really download the Game Mic app. It allows anyone to create and broadcast at any time.
What games can I call?
Any youth sporting event. You can even share it out with family and friends so they can listen in.
That sounds great. I'll download today.
Are you a parent with multiple active kids? Are you at one event while your spouse is at another? That's where Game Mic comes in, the free.
All right, we're back to start the fourth quarter on the alternate possession. Sacred Heart going to the basket on our right. We'll take it in. They're only down one. 41-40, Folsom with the lead. Here's Kerrigan over to Quattlebaum. Quattlebaum's been quiet. The shooting gets the ball back out. I will say this. They're maximizing their possession and making Folsom work on defense. It's high underneath. Knocked away by Nelly Tupou. Good steal. Jones in traffic. Pushes it ahead. Miles Jones is going to run the point. Micah defers, lets it go. There's Chase Rollins. He's going to drive in the lane, turn around, up and in from 6. Nice move. Nice aggressive move by Chase Rollins. And now we got a foul in the backcourt on Micah Johnson. Folsom can't stand prosperity. As soon as something good happens, they go ahead and have something not so good. That's a 6th foul. Every foul in Folsom the rest of the way will result in free throws. 43-40, they're up to a 3-point lead. There's TJ O'Brien up top. Miles Jones on him. Folsom still playing the pressure man-to-man. A lot of cutting, a lot of screening. Oh, there's Nella Tupou, goes for the steal. It's no good. They give it off to Osterloh. Osterloh is for a 3. He's tied the game. Eric Osterloh has 6. We got a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout by Sacred Heart. That's their second timeout. While they pipe music in to hopefully make the Folsom faithful feel better, the reality is with 7:02 to go, it's tied at 43. We'll be right back after this quick break. We are back. It's going to be Folsom ball after the 3 and the timeout by Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart's used 2 timeouts. We got a long way to go in this one, folks. 7:02 to go. Folsom will bring it in. We're tied at 43. Sacred Heart hanging around. Folsom having trouble scoring. They were having no problem with the zone. They went to man-to-man, and Folsom has struggled to score, which is actually opposite what I would have expected. There's David Young down the lane, tried to get free. They're going to get a foul. That's going to be on TJ O'Brien. That's his second. Third team foul on Sacred Heart. Baseline out of bounds, reset of the shot clock. Inside to Young, being guarded by Osterloh. Going to spin in the lane, low, jump hook, up and in. Bounced around a couple times. What a nice move by David Young. When he takes his time in the lane, he really is measured and gathers himself and takes really good shots. And that was a good shot right there. Justin Hart runs through a screen, the no foul. Quattlebaum goes to the hoop, and the ball's knocked away by Folsom. Will go out of bounds. 21 on the shot clock. 6:17 to go in the game. 45-43. Goes inbound, Quattlebaum looking to go baseline. TJ O'Brien up top for 3 is good. How does he get open? TJ O'Brien Got 8 in the half, 17 in the game. Sacred Heart leads 46-45. Here's Mitchell Rollins going to drive, lay it up and in, and he's fouled. Finally, off the half-court set, they convert. That foul's going to be on O'Brien. That's a little bit of a developing story. He's got 3 fouls. He's got 3 threes in the game, TJ O'Brien. Mitchell Rollins' second hoop. He's got 4. Free throw short, front rim, rolls in. Old-fashioned three-point play. And Folsom needed it. Ball gets away, so there's a dead ball after the free throw, so we can get some substitutions in. Matthew Norris, number 34, is in. Eric Osterloh goes out for Sacred Heart. Here's TJ O'Brien. Looks to be a problem. He's going to go. He's going to drive the lane, kick it back out. There's Kerrigan, no good. Rebound ahead, stolen by Kerrigan. David Young threw the long pass, a very athletic move by Kerrigan. There's Norris from 8. It goes long. They run it down. Micah tries to steal. Ball's on the ground. Oh, there's a trip. They're going to get a foul on Folsom. A mad scramble for the ball. You get that foul will be on Micah. That's Micah Johnson's third. The 7th team foul. Sacred Heart will go to the line. It's going to be LJ Quattlebaum. He had a 3 in the second quarter. Hasn't scored in the second half. This is 1-1. In and out. Looked to be over the back. No call. Justin Ard comes down with a rebound. That's a rough conversion there. A chance to tie the game, and they missed the front end of that 1-1. Here goes Folsom up 2. CJ Willenberg slips. Almost could have been a travel. Inside to David Young. Right wing looking to go against Norris. Back up Ard, over to Willenberg. Willenberg drives, lays it up. He's fouled hard. Good sportsmanship. Again, I love when you knock him down, then you go help him up. And that was Sam Norris doing that, the senior 6'6" post. That's his first foul. Only 5 team fouls, but CJ Willenberg is going to be at the line for 2. Free throws have been a little bit of a bugaboo for Folsom this year. Always wonder how it's going to be in a tight game down the stretch because every point matters. Obviously, and the junior 6'4" guard, CJ Willenberg, knocks down the free throw. That's his 3rd point of the night, all from the line. He hasn't seen the ball go through the hoop on a field goal attempt yet. 49-46, 5:04 to go in the game. Willenberg's second free throw, long. And Micah runs it down and gets it. Another possession for Folsom. Micah Johnson, quick as a cat. There's Justin Ard in the lane. Over to David Young, turns it down, drives, kicks it back out to CJ. He's going to step back 3, no good. David Young had a chance when he kicked it back out when he drove into the paint. Here we go. Sacred Heart down 3, 46-49. There's more. That's short in the corner. That might not be your best shot, but he is your leading scorer, Sam Norris, and he only has 6 points so far tonight. But they're one and done. Folsom with the rebound and looking to come down and convert and try to expand on their 3-point lead. Here's David Young, 5-on-5, guarded by Norris, number 5. There's David Young again. Looking to turn, a lot of help defense. He's picked up his dribble, gets it to CJ Willenberg. He's going to drive. They're going to get a travel. Went inside. He tried to avoid the contact, which is a smart play if you have 4 fouls and you're in amongst the trees. Turnover Folsom. 4:03 to go, 49-46. I feel like that could have been a great opportunity to get it to be more than a 1-possession game. There's the press. They got 2 point guards in now with both Kerrigan and Drew Wagner in the game. Wagner's looking to go, being hounded by Miles Jones. Good defense by Jones. Not getting a 5-second count. Inside O'Brien. He's going to throw it inside. Stolen by Rollins. He had him fronted. They tried to lob it over. It's hard to get that ball over Rollins. Jones for three. No good. They had kicked it ahead. They're just going to call out of bounds, I see. He doesn't have a foul call. The Sacred Heart player hit the ground with Mitchell Rollins going for the rebound, but it's not a foul. Again, what perspiration on the floor. We're going to wipe that up. So, threes are wild. 3:33 to go. 49-46. It's a three-point game. Osterloh into Wagner. They're going to double him in the backcourt. See how he goes? Long pass ahead. They left him. Underneath, Norris. Lay it up and in, and he was fouled. It'd be better to let him go. The left-hander Norris converts. Was fouled by Mitchell Rollins. That's his first foul of the game. Folsom overcommitted. I know that's not the press to leave two players on the front court unattended. That's exactly what happened. And Norris makes the free throw, the old-fashioned three-point play, and we are tied at 49 again. Sacred Heart won't go away. This is the way they played a lot of close games throughout their year. Many low scoring. I would consider this a lower scoring game for Folsom to only be at 49 with 3 minutes to go. Underneath, David Young laid it in. Good back screen. It freed up Young underneath. Again, took his time. Gathered. Had it. 51-42. Folsom by 2. Here's Sacred Heart in no rush. Ball out on the wing. Try to go there. Stolen by Micah. He read that one. There's a pass ahead. Justin Ard. Lay it up and in. Defense leads the offense. Give Folsom a 4-point lead. 53-49. There's Young going to drive. Oh, out of bounds. Mitchell Rollins cut him off. Stepped on the baseline. I said Young. That was Sam Norris, number 5, the lefty. He wanted to drive left-handed. 2 big possessions right there for Folsom. They're up 4, 53-49, 2.5 minutes to go. There's Micah looking to start the offense. And the dribble, gets it to David Young. Young holding, looking, back outside to Miles Jones. Oh, and they're going to call a foul away from the ball on Micah Johnson. Oh my, that's 4 fouls on Micah. Was away from the play, and I think he was trying to roll away to get free to be posted. Mike has 3 fouls in the fourth quarter. They're going to leave him in right now. He's got 4 fouls, and he's guarding Kerrigan. He needs to be careful right here. 2:15 to go. Well, only with 2:15 to go, you got to let him go. No use to save him at this point. There's Quattlebaum. Picks up his dribble. T.J. O'Brien drives. Baseline. And they're going to get a foul. Oh, my. He went around to the right, and T.J. O'Brien has laid it in. He now has 10 in the half, 19 in the game. And that foul was on Mitchell Rollins. That's only his second. Mitchell was late to try to contest the shot. It looked to me like he went up and O'Brien ran into him, but Mitchell went down on the ground. And that's a big sequence. Free throw is good. T.J. O'Brien converts, 53-52. Suddenly the 4-point lead is down to 1. There's Folsom. Let's see what they do with it on the half-court set. David Young down to Micah. He's going to drive. He lost it out of bounds. He was worried about the contact from his left, and as he drove to the right, he was trying to fend off the defender, and the ball went out of bounds. Turnover. Things are getting a little tight for the Bulldog fans. Sacred Heart has a chance to take the lead here. 1:45 to go. I got the full court pressure. There's Kerrigan trying to see if they can get a 10 count. Drew Wagner gets it across. Folsom in the bonus. Can't foul unless they want to send him to the line. Back door. And they're going to get a foul on David Young as Morris cut. That's going to be 4 on David Young. And it's going to send Sam Morris to the line. It's also the 10th foul on Folsom. 10-5 on the team fouls. And Morris will get 2 shots. Sorry, Sam Norris missed the first. The left-handed post. He had 4. He only had 2 in the half. His second one is good. We are tied, 53-53, 129 to go. There you go. There's a value of the playoffs in the NorCal. Once you get to the state, a loss and you're done. There's Micah looking to drive. Kicks it over to Willenborg. Almost a travel. Kicks it back out. Still 15 on the shot clock. They're looking to go. They don't have much going on. There's Miles going to go against O'Brien. Still a lot of dribble. They're inside 7. Bump by, giving it to David Young and to shoot a 3. No good. Rebound, Miles Jones skies for it. What a beautiful rebound, and he hit the ground hard. Now at 50, and they're going to get a timeout, Folsom. That was a huge offensive rebound by Miles Jones and quite the athletic play. Folsom is going to call a full timeout with 48.8 to go and 27 on the shot clock. We're tied at 53. It's a tight one here at the Doghouse. We'll be right back in just a second.
Max Preps is America's source for high school sports, and we're looking for more broadcasters out there that have an interest in providing live audio from their high school events. No experience needed, but it can be gained. Email socialmp@cbsinteractive.com to learn more. That's socialmp@cbsinteractive.com.
We have a tight one here at the Doghouse in Folsom. Number 2 seeded Folsom Bulldogs. Number 2 in the NorCal section rankings for the NorCal playoffs against number 15 Sacred Heart, who traveled up from Atherton, and they're giving the Bulldogs all they want. 53-53, tie game. Folsom to inbound the ball. 48.8 to go and 27 on the shot clock. Let's see what they draw up on the timeout. Ball goes into Mike. He's hounded by O'Brien. Micah drives, Euro step, lay it up, no good. He missed the layup. Was pressured. The Euro step freed him up. 35 seconds to go, 26 on the shot clock. Folsom will get the ball back if they can rebound or get it after a made shot. Sacred Heart can't hold it. Taking their time. Here's O'Brien, guarded by Willenborg. Up top, Quattlebaum. Over to Kerrigan. Kerrigan looks to go. High pick and roll. They swing it. They switch. There's O'Brien underneath. Stolen by, knocked away by Micah, but out of bounds. I think we're going to get a timeout here if I would bet. 3 seconds on the shot clock, 11 on the game clock. They're not going to call timeout. They're going to go. They have Norris in the middle. They lob. He gathers. No good. Air ball rebounded by David Young. Shot clock is off. Let's see if Micah can go. 5, 4. There's CJ Wellenberg. Step back 3. Air ball. We're going to overtime. Wasn't the best shot, but it was good defense. The inbound pass was lobbed to Norris in the lane, and Young went up and tried to get it, but Norris lost his balance. So he had to shoot. He shot from about 8. It went 6, and Folsom had a last chance, and Micah pushed it up. But the 3 by Willenborg in the corner, we've played 32 minutes, and we haven't solved anything. We're tied, going to overtime. We'll be back at the Doghouse right after this.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening into Game Mic. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mic.
Max Preps is America's source for high school sports, and we're looking for more broadcasters out there that have an interest in providing live audio from their high school events. No experience needed, but it can be gained. Email socialmp@cbsinteractive.com.
All right, we're back. We're going to jump it up for overtime. It's ahead to David Young. He's going to lay it up and in. They poked it ahead, and David Young got it, drove to the basket, and scored. Here comes Sacred Heart. They're down 2. Folsom with a 2-point lead off David Young's hoop off the jump ball. Start overtime. It's a 4-minute overtime in high school. Here's Norris. Up top to O'Brien for 3 is an air ball. Out of bounds. The Folsom student section, which has been quiet for a lot of the game, really likes that one. O'Brien has been money most of the night, and that looked like a pretty good shot. He just maybe was drifting a little bit to his left. He was pressured. Let's see if Folsom can go on the man-to-man. There's Willenberg. Going to drive in the lane. Dish it off to Ard. Lay it up and in. He's fouled. C.J. Willenberg with a very smart play and pass. And Justin Ard is converted. And that foul is going to be on J.P. Kerrigan. That's only his first, so no harm there. The team fouls carry over from the fourth quarter, so that's the 16th foul on Sacred Heart. But Justin Ard has a chance it was a huge basket, and I love the way he gathered himself and took his time, and he knocks down the free throw. It's a 5-point game, 58-53. Folsom has answered the call with 5 straight to start the overtime. They're on the full court pressure. Willenberg guarding Wagner. He's got 4 fouls. He's got to watch himself. Micah Johnson with 4 fouls. Got to watch himself. There's O'Brien. He's being guarded by Chase Rollins. Behind the back. Drive the lane. Up and in. Beautiful move. TJ O'Brien. You're going to get a timeout. Sacred Heart. Set up their defense. They're going to go 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep it right here. $2:50 to go in the overtime period. Folsom 58, Sacred Heart 55. I will say this, when Folsom takes their time and they're not rushed and they don't turn the ball over, they're getting excellent shots. They just weren't able to convert in the third and the fourth quarter. But in overtime, like the jump ball that led to David Young breakaway layup seemed to have calmed them down a little bit. And Justin Ard just took his time, pump fake multiple times. We had a couple people in the popcorn maker. They were up, and Justin Ard waited and laid it up and in. It's a big 3-point play for Ard. All right, Folsom ball, 58-55. They're up 3. 2:45 to go. Micah to bring it up. Looks to go in the dribble drive. There's a switch. Out top, David Young. Over to C.J. Willenberg. He's going to drive. Kicks it across the lane to Ard. Kick the corner. Willenberg wide open for 3. No good. Rebound. Mike almost stole it. He's got 4 fouls. He's got to watch himself. He almost stole the ball from Norris to the backcourt. It would have been quite the theft right there. I don't know if that's worth the risk reward. Folsom looks to be in a little bit of a pressure zone. They got Kerrigan trapped up top. They're pressuring him. Dribbles it off his leg. Micah picks it up. Gives it to Willenberg. Lay it in. C.J. Willenberg with his first hoop of the night. And it's a big one off of Micah Johnson's steal. Here goes O'Brien. He's going to drive. In the lane. Score it. He's fearless. Another hoop for O'Brien. And the foul is on. Well, they got it on Chase Rollins. I thought that was going to be it for Willenberg. Chase Rollins on the foul. That's only his first. O'Brien with the free throw is good. Another timeout. This one's going to be 30-second timeout. I didn't think he had 30s left, but we're at 30-second timeout. 1:56 to go. The three-point play by O'Brien. O'Brien had 9 at the half, 5 in the quarter, 6 in the fourth quarter for 11. You know, watch me do my math right here. I don't have one of those fancy. I have the Marlon Whitney automated stat system, which is a paper and pencil. So he had 6 in the quarter, 11 in the second half. So he had 20 in the game going to overtime. He's got 5 in the overtime. TJ O'Brien with 25. He's only a junior, but he's telling the seniors, don't worry, we want to keep playing. 1:56 to go. Folsom up 2 with the ball. Looks to be in the man-to-man. Folsom going to go in a box set. A little different set to start. They go high to Justin Ard. Oh, the ball. It looked like it was fouled. Oh, my. They poked the ball away from Ard. They're gonna trap the turnover by Folsom. Ball went to Sacred Heart. 1:30 to go. Here's O'Brien. Tries to get it into Osterloh. Osterloh spin, shoots, bank, no good. Rebound, David Young. Amongst the trees, David Young came up with it. Gets it to Micah. That could have tied the game right there. Here we go, Chase Rollins. Throw it. Oh, they're going to call an illegal screen on Justin Ard. Some of the calls that are being made right now seem mysterious to me. But I will admit that I am a Folsom supporter, so maybe I'm seeing it through the Folsom supporter lens. They tried to create a back screen, and Justin Ard went down, but they called the foul on him. Mike Wall not happy, of course. Offensive foul, you don't shoot the free throws. 1:05 to go. 2-point game. There goes Drew Wagner down the lane. Kick it over to O'Brien. There's Wagner going to shoot a 3. No good. Rebound, Mitchell Rollins. He went big. And there's a foul by O'Brien. Overzealous in running that down. That's going to be free throws. Although that may not be a terrible strategy right there. Fouling Mitchell Rollins. TJ, that is 4. Is that 4 on TJ O'Brien? A little bit of a story there. Wagner not shy. Hasn't made a 3 all night. He cast that one from about 3 feet behind the line. It was no good. Here goes Mitchell Rollins. Could be some of his biggest free throws of the year. It's 1-1. Got to make the first to get the second. It's short. And the rebound goes to Wagner for Sacred Heart. Going to push it ahead. Here goes O'Brien. Knocked away by Chase Rollins. I'll set the clock situation. 47 seconds to go in the game, 28 on the shot clock. Willenborg back in for the Bulldogs, replacing Mitchell Rollins. And go a little bit smaller to match up. Justin Ard's going to have to guard Norris, the center. Well, actually, Folsom looks to be in a little bit of a trapping zone. There's O'Brien. Back out on top. And there's Kerrigan. Good for 3! J.P. Kerrigan drains the 3. Timeout, Sacred Heart. They've taken the lead. Full timeout to Sacred Heart. We'll keep it right here. Folsom opened with the first 5 points of the overtime and had the lead. And Sacred Heart has responded. They have 8 in the overtime period, 5 by TJ O'Brien, and 3 by JP Kerrigan. Kerrigan only had 4 points in the half, 6. Now he has 9 in the game. That was a fearless 3. He was about 3 feet behind the line, and he just stroked it. And we have 38.4 seconds to go, and Folsom is down 1. Whatever you are the most trusted in your offense, that's what you're going to try to run right here. Every foul the rest of the way will result in free throws. But I don't think Folsom can rely on them calling fouls based upon the pace of what's happened. There's only 7 fouls on Sacred Heart for the entire second half and overtime. Here goes Folsom. We'll see how tentative they are or if they're aggressive. They can't hold for the final shot. Sacred Heart has got to think they're going to at least maybe get the ball back one more time because of the shot clock difference. 38.4 to go. We go. Here goes Micah. He's going to bring it up. They're going to go a horn set. Oh, rolling. Mitchell Rollins lays it in. What a beautiful play. Mitchell Rollins with the layup gives Folsom a 1-point lead. Sacred Heart's going to go. They're down 1. 18 to go in the game. Shot clock is off. Ball tipped away. There's Osterloh with it. And a dribble. There's Quattlebaum. Now we get a timeout. Not much going on. They're going to call timeout, and it's going to be a full timeout. I think that's it for timeouts for Sacred Heart, but they only have a full timeout left. Good call. My supervisor of officials, who's keeping me straight and making sure I'm not criticizing the referees too much, reminded us you get an extra timeout in overtime. So I still think Sacred Heart is okay. But here's the situation. I said Folsom's going to run whatever they play they feel is their best. They went with a high horn set with the 2 posts and Micah with the ball. Johnson as the point guard. And it looked like they were trying to get the ball to David Young on top, and that's where my eyes went. And Micah hit Mitchell Rollins rolling to the hoop right down the lane for a beautiful layup. You can't get a more open offensive layup in a half-court set than Folsom just got right there. That gives them the lead, 62-61. And Sacred Heart didn't have much going on. Looked a little bit out of kilter, so now they're going to go. They're going to take the ball out of bounds to our right. Folsom does have timeouts. If the ball were to go through the hoop, I would expect Folsom to immediately call a timeout. Let's see what the defense will hold here. Kerrigan's going to take it in right in front of the Sacred Heart bench. Folsom up 62-61. It's a 1-point game. Sacred Heart to take it in. There's Kerrigan. He's going to lob it to Morris. He laid it in. They got to go. Here goes Ard. Only 6 seconds to go. Justin Ard looks. There's Micah. David Young for 3. No good. Folsom is lost. Sacred Heart is upset. Folsom. What a beautiful pass from J.P. Kerrigan. He lobbed it to Sam Morris underneath the hoop. And he caught it in one motion and laid it in. But because there was so much time, he still had 8 seconds to go for Folsom, and they pushed it up. And it was a rush 3 from Young, and he was well behind the line, and it was no good, and Sacred Heart is celebrating. That ride back to Atherton tonight is not going to feel as long as it may have felt on the way up here. A stunner from the doghouse. Folsom, the number 2 seed in the NorCals, off of their loss to Western Ranch in the section semifinals, comes back 9 days later, and they have lost to Sacred Heart Prep. The few Sacred Heart Prep supporters here are quite jubilant. The irony here is Sam Norris, I made a comment about he only had 2 points in the first half. He was the leading scorer. But he got 4 in the third, 4 in the fourth, 2 in the overtime for 10. And he still only finished with 12. But I can tell you, the final 2 points from Sam Morris tonight, he probably didn't have 2 that were any bigger the entire season for the Sacred Heart Prep Gators. All right, we're going to have to digest that one a little bit. We will wrap it up. We won't talk about Thursday because there is no Thursday for Folsom.